Engineered Addictions: How Silicon Valley is Putting a Price Tag on Your Attention and Relationships. So this person, this author, let's see, Mason, attempted to create a social media platform and realized that social media is a losing game for a number of factors. So he starts off by saying, like, there's a whole bunch of reasons. Well, not a whole bunch. There's actually a very few set of reasons that make a social media platform a failure from the get-go. We don't all have ADHD. We have an addiction. Growing up, I barely knew a world without social media. Neither did my friends. We were the guinea pigs for Silicon Valley's great dopamine experiment, and now we're waking up with the side effects. So he tried to create this thing called Circlic. And what happened was he started off with like a very well-intentioned thing. Just connect people offline. That's it. Don't add any fancy algorithms. Don't add, thumbs up, thumbs down. Like, keep it very simple and just help people to connect offline. That's it. Genuine connections. And then what happens? Well, just like other social media platforms, so he points to a few examples. Look at Be Real, which promised authentic sharing through simultaneous, unfiltered photos. For a brief moment, it felt different. No algorithms, no endless scrolling, just genuine moments shared with friends. Then it raised venture capital, hit scale, and needed to hit growth numbers and meet quarterly metric goals. The focus shifted from authenticity to daily active users. It sold for 500 mil, and the cycle began again. Instagram is the same. It started out with just photo sharing. Facebook acquired it for a cool chump change sum of $1 billion. And now it's just an algorithm platform. And it continues over and over and over again. So the progression, he outlines it as this: pure intentions. Founders like myself genuinely want to connect people, share authentic moments, and build community. The early versions feel magical because they follow this original mission. Then there's a growth imperative. You get VC funding, and then you have to start doing this exponential growth to make your investors and shareholders, stakeholders happy. Then you have algorithm optimization or engagement optimization. Now you have to play the algorithm game. How are we going to hit the dopamine stuff? And then you do complete misalignment, which is you completely lose your way from your initial starting point. And this is how a lot of these what would you say, social media platforms end up in. I think we've seen it time and time again. At the end, who wins? The investors. The investors win because one way or another, you're going to pay for it. Whether you become addicted to the thing or whether you lightly use it or whether you don't use it at all, it doesn't matter. The investors win. And this is one of the problems with venture capitalist stuff in tech. And I think it would be better. I think at this point, I'm willing to say that it's better if you bootstrap your company and stop accepting VC money. Or you have some very, very, very tight contracts that says, I'll accept your VC money, but you don't get to tell me what to do. And if we take the power away from VCs because they're ruining everything, they will realize that we're not willing to play that game anymore. That is a very tall order for me to ask. Do I think it's even a reason, could I see it happening? I mean, maybe, but not realistically. People aren't going to do that. People go for money, right? And so at that point, what happens is if you know that this is going to happen, then now I can't just place the blame on VC funding anymore, can I? Because if you know that you're going to have a VC funder or you're aiming for that angle, then you're also participating in that, whether you're a VC funder or not. So now I can start blaming the people who create these systems because they know ahead that, hey, if a VC funder comes along, they're going to make me fall into this trap, into this growth trap. And I'm okay with that as long as I get my money and I exit. And thus the tech industry. And thus here we are in the tech industry. So he describes, kind of like some of these other solutions and whatnot, right? But that's how the tech industry is oriented. It's oriented toward the growth and therefore the algorithm because of your dopamines, because of growth.